You're not even wearing shoes.
I'm not wearing shoes. I got my sockies on. Here, rub my feet.
No. Lost your mind. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to Sippin Spillin with Sid and Mike from 3 Mississippi. It is very late right now.
I'm being boring tonight. I'm sipping water, ice water. And it has cooled down actually, but I'm warm.
We did get some of that wind from that hurricane. I think it's Ian.
It's one of the eyes.
That's down in the Gulfy area there. We got a little bit of wind this afternoon. I mean, nothing crazy, but it was definitely windier than it normally is. And it wasn't as humid. It was, pretty mellow. It was actually nice weather for the most part today. And it's a little bit cooler for sure tonight.
It's probably, it's in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah, it's nice right now.
But we did a lot of work this afternoon. We were racing the sun and we lost.
Yeah, we had to launch these lights that are up right now. We had to launch them out in the back because we're working on a project / Wednesday's video of.
Well, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, of working on that pen for the Goose and the 2 chickens that I got to keep him company, which worked. He perked up quite a bit. The limp is gone. He's like walking and talking and being his normal self again. So I'm like, okay.
Now we just got to keep him alive.
Now we just got to keep him alive. So anyway, we were working on reinforcing that pen, getting them all squared away. Well, I didn't move them yet. I'll move them like tomorrow. But it was just too late to try to move. It was just too late. I was like, I'm done. But we got the pen all finished. So you guys will see that on Wednesday. And then I gotta clean out the horse trailer.
Oh man, yeah.
And
got a pressure washer.
Yeah, I gotta bust out the pressure washer for
Clean
that
out.
Yeah, scrub it real good, and then I gotta take it in to get serviced, and then here pretty soon I have to drive it back to California. So.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes down. I'm not sure. I mean, they're getting close to moving. So, but one of them is gonna fly out here and go with you.
Yeah, one of them is, and then I'll have to come back. But
well,
they'll still be coming back with me.
I was gonna say you're not making either leg of that trip by yourself.
No, the next.
That's a hard line.
No, because what we'll do is, since I'm going to be driving back that way anyway, we'll probably take a load to like his mom's house, and then I'll just drive the 2 hours from his mom's house to here, which fine.
I just don't want you staying in Motel 6s in Amarillo, Texas, by yourself. We'll never know because you're not going to do it. So there you go.
So funny about the stuff he won't let me do. He's like, "You're not doing that. You have to have a chaperone. Like you can't. Like I'm gonna get sold into Mexico or something. I don't know what he thinks, but I don't know."
Look, I mean, there's one thing to be said about situational awareness. I pay attention to my surroundings. There's a whole other thing to be said about don't put yourself in a situation where your situational awareness has to be so intensely high, and then you still have a pretty good chance of bad things happening. Don't do it.
I went to Oklahoma by myself.
Yeah, you flew to Oklahoma.
Yeah, and then drove all around Oklahoma by myself.
You drove a half an hour from here to here. There were people there, It's very different than driving across country and staying in Motel 6s. And the fact that you're arguing the way you're arguing right now reinforces.
I'm laughing because if he had seen the hotel that I stayed in when I went to Oklahoma by myself the first time, he would be reconsidering things.
I mean, all you're doing is building a case against yourself.
Oh my goodness, Michael.
You don't make smart, safe decisions.
I do too.
You think you do. You lack maybe some of that life experience out there. You're like, oh, it's a perfectly fine hotel. I don't know what all of that. Is that a crack house next door to it?
Oh no, I 100% guarantee there was a one of those 2-sided mirrors in the hotel. They're like, I 100% guarantee. It was a change in the bathroom kind of situation because it was right by the train tracks.
Yeah, we gotta change the subject.
$50 a night.
We gotta change the subject.
But I lived, so it's okay. He's getting so aggravated with me. I love it.
Whatever.
It's funny. But it's fine.
You don't take me seriously.
I do take you seriously.
Clearly you don't.
No, I do take you seriously. I just, when I booked it on, the pictures on Priceline were very different than the reality of the hotel. That's all I'm saying. Somebody lied about the 5-star rating. That's all I'm saying.
The things that she'll be frugal about and the things that she'll just like, it's okay, it's fine. I got the money for that. Blow my mind. Be frugal about things where you could literally die.
Well, I almost killed myself in Oklahoma because I...
Okay, we're changing the subject. What else are we talking about?
Yeah.
Hummingbirds, when are we pulling them down?
Pretty soon. Pretty soon.
You can tell they're getting aggressive.
Yeah.
They're getting very
They're
aggressive
doing their
right
feeding
now.
frenzy before the migration, so they're very aggressive. So, from
There's
everything...
one that's like beating them all up. I've been going to catch him in like a little cage.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
And like separate him.
I think it's fine. No, but I think everything I've read says like, by, mid-October to beginning of November. So, here we are at the end of September. So I think maybe like another week or two, and then I'll pull them all, which will be sad because I'll miss them. I like coming out here and watching them, but there'll be something else out here for me to watch, I guess. I did see I forgot to tell you, I told Frankie, right before Frankie came outside for the bus, I was already out here, and I saw the doe and the fawn come out and come through the yard.
Fawn still got spots?
No, they faded. They're there, but very, very barely. Yeah. So.
Came from that way?
Came from that way and went that way. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different doe than the one that I've been seeing that's been coming from back there.
That fawn's like newer.
Yeah, that one's a younger.
This is the other fawn that I've seen in the mornings coming this way a couple times.
I talked to somebody today that has a theory about the late fawns being that there's just too many does that last year, and that the bucks just aren't getting the job done first go around. And so what happens is after whatever period of time, the does will fall out of heat. And if they didn't get impregnated, then they'll go back into heat. And so then they wind up getting pregnant, a month or so later
Those brazen
than
hussies.
the first batch of does.
Yeah.
And that is not a good reason to have a second rut or late fawns. So if that's the case, then I think we need to harvest just does. There's a lot of does.
There's a ton of does. Every time I see deer,
Yeah.
it's been does, with the exception of the footage.
And
from
frankly,
the
they
trail
taste better than bucks.
cam. We can cap a few mamas.
Yeah, we're gonna fill the freezer with doe meat.
We just need one.
No.
No?
Smaller than it's small,
Yeah, but
meat wise.
okay.
By the time
Two, three,
it would take
4, 12? I don't know. You tell me.
it'll take 2 or 3 just to make the amount of summer
to make
sausage.
one hamburger. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
if I'm gonna make a batch of summer sausage, I want to make a batch. So we'll wait till season's over and have filled a couple freezers, and then make a big batch.
That's what she said.
Yeah, and then the tenderloins, and there's some pieces that you cut, but you make a lot of ground.
Yeah, it sounds like once it's dead and broken down, it's gonna be a lot of me grinding stuff, which is fine. I like sitting in there just grinding the meat because it's kind of sort of brainless. You just kind of get a rhythm going. You put your headphones in and you just sort of just do it, get it done.
Kind of like gardening is for me.
Yeah. So I was
Certain
kind of like that
tasks in the
part.
garden for me, it's relaxing. Even though you're pulling a little or whatever, but mentally you're able to just relax and just
Like check out.
check out a little bit. This is, it's just repetitive, and it's like, and you can just kind of,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it's like a little mini mental vacation.
Yeah.
Today was not a mental
I was
vacation
gonna say.
or physical,
No, I put you to work today and yesterday.
but we got a lot done.
We did, and which I'm glad because, yeah, we still have all the pairs to deal with. So probably not Wednesday because Frankie and I are going to the church thing, so we won't get home till a little bit later. But she's getting very loud in there.
I feel like sometime in the next, it sounded like she just went vroom vroom. I don't know what she's doing.
I don't know. She's playing some equestrian game right now.
I think sometime in the next couple of days, I think we're gonna shoot a video. Maybe since we're spilling, maybe it'll be Sunday's video. I don't know. Of the tractors.
Yeah.
But really, the one tractor, the one that I meant to buy. The other one...
the one you bought on purpose and the other one that sort of tagged along. The other one
tagged along.
Like your roommate's dorky sister.
Right.
Just tagged along for the date there.
Yeah, I actually called around today. I figured out what tire's on it. Did I tell you I figured out what the tire is?
No, but I
had to wet the tire down until I could finally find where it said what it is. It's like a 12 dash...
it's late. I'm tired.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, it's not that late because Frankie's still up, obviously, but it's late for me.
Yeah, it's about her bedtime.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm going to get in there and tell her to go wash her nasty ass.
You can't say that.
I can say that. Oh, her stanky butt.
You got to understand, it's hard being me.
We keep him on his toes. I feel like we definitely keep him on his toes. We try.
Today I was on my knees out there crawling around, working on that. Yeah. Wearing my boots and my pants out.
I know. Well, you know.
Oh,
whoa.
I should be drinking whiskey right now instead of water. Maybe this is vodka.
Well, your shirt says whiskey helps. I don't think that's vodka because the viscosity is wrong.
Oh, the viscosity, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You're talking about viscosity.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the viscosity difference between 5-weight 30 and 10-weight 40 motor oil.
I was going to say, I don't even know what you're referring to. I don't know. 5-weight 30 and what?
5W30 and 10W40.
10? That's the difference. Wait, what?
That's going to be a homework assignment. What is this?
What you just asked me? I'm so tired. I think we're punch drunk.
We used to have this test that we used in the Navy a long, long time ago, a viscosity test where you had this little steel bearing that went down through this tube, and your oil, your motor oil or your diesel fuel, marine or whatever would be in there. And based on the amount of time that it takes the ball to drop, which is how long it's able to displace the fluid and push the fluid out around what little room was there, gave you a reading for how thick the fluid was or what the viscosity of the fluid was. Back in the days,
I used to know all those formulas. There's formulas for all of that. When I was in pharmacy, I had to know all of that. Like, they use that in like compounding and stuff. And I knew all the formulas and all the ways to figure it out. And I don't remember any of it now. It's just gone. At least that aspect of it is. I mean, I still remember the drug information and all.
She remembers the important formulas, like the formula for how to make an old fashioned. Oh wait, that's a recipe.
That was a different job I had. But no, but I don't.
I mean, it's still a drug. Let's not lie.
Yeah, but I never had to use any of the density or viscosity stuff in practical application because I didn't do any of that stuff.
I like this pebble floor on my socked feet.
Well, you know what I'm noticing? There's a little bit of like an ant situation over there.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's a little to the right of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm making sure not to put my foot over there.
Yeah. Well, they're probably sleeping. Do ants go sleepy? Nighty? I don't know. Do they just kind of make a whirring sound and slow down? And...
Somebody's Googling that right now.
I know, somebody is.
There'll be a comment.
And I'll be like, oh, good, thanks. But see, what happens is after we film this, by the time I offload it from the camera and render it, I forget what crazy thing I've said or asked about, like in passing, like. And then one of you dear souls like looks it up and it comments whatever the answer is, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I was wondering what that was. So very rarely do I actually remember to go inside and like look it up. Although now, because I've talked about it so much, I'll probably remember it.
Ants in my pants. I remember that.
Yeah. So it'll be like a thing, but it's fine.
I'll tell you this.
Uh-oh.
When I was mowing the other day.
Oh, I know there's an anthill out there.
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
In the front yard that I mowed over.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna have to get some kind of ant poison.
There's, I think Barry left some in the shop because he showed it to me when I came out the first time.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever he was using.
He swore by it.
Yeah.
You could probably text him too and just be like, "Hey, what's the name of the stuff you use?"
And we've been here for 2 months, and there were no ants out there until right now. They're starting to pop up. So I'll ask him. I'll say, hey, how long ago did you last treat that? Give me an idea. I'll bet you whatever he was using the last 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Whatever it was worked. Yeah, something like that.
I'll get something that's kind of granular that I can just put in the spreader. Pour it in and just drive
everywhere. Spray it.
Yeah.
Spray it.
Work smarter, not harder.
Is that a frog?
Somebody's driving down the county road out there, way down there at like 10 o'clock at night.
I don't think it's anybody they're not driving like crazy.
No, but what are they doing? You should be in bed right now.
We should be in bed right now.
We should be in bed right now.
Actually,
Frankie should be in bed right now.
I know. That's why I'm like, that's because we're not parenting at the moment.
No, we're not.
We're just out here talking to a camera and we're not parenting.
Yeah,
so we've got a lot to do this week because we're still, next week we get the other tractor probably.
Yeah.
And then this week we've got to deal with the pears.
Next Monday?
So here's the problem, mister, by the way. I have to Frankie has her first mandatory choir thing on Monday. So I can't take you to the tractor store.
My tractor's more important than her choir.
It's mandatory for class.
We'll figure it out. What time is it?
What time is what?
Her thing.
She's going to stay there after school and then...
Oh, it's in the evening.
Yeah.
We'll go at like 8 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning.
You bumped your head.
No.
I'm not taking you down there at 7:30 in the morning.
We'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I have other things that I have to do in the morning that don't involve driving to the tractor place. Maybe we could take you on your lunch break.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Anywho, I feel like there's creatures. There's a lot of creatures over there.
Yeah, it's these lights, man.
They like the lights.
It's way too late in the evening.
For this amount of light.
For this amount of light right
here. So maybe the bugs don't sleep.
We are drawing them all in.
They're all coming out to say hello.
Like, what's up with the light over there?
I can't. It's very locked.
I don't even know what that is.
That's like a weird green beetle that's right above. Oh, hi. I don't know what that is.
It's gonna get you.
I don't know. Don't smack it on me. Stop it. He's so mean. All right, we are punch drunk and now we're like dodging bugs.
I'm gonna finish this water. I'm gonna pour one of these and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, sure.
That is my plan for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow, and that's it.
That's all, folks.
That was a terrible impression.
That was pretty bad.
Night.